I was so excited to start filming this video. I am actually making a regular video, but there's some technical problems happening. It'll be up in a few days. But I just had the best morning and I had to share it with you. So I saw this morning on my Facebook marketplace feed there was some free manure being offered up. And you know, if you love gardening and you love good soil, who's going to pass up free manure? So I went out, contacted this person, and turns out they're on a horse farm. And oh my god, I was so excited. I asked if it was still available, and sure enough, it was. So I went and got myself a whole carload of free manure. And yes, I don't have a trailer. Sometimes my dad helps me out with trailer related things, but I didn't want to ask. So let me show you my manure. I'm so excited. Here it is. I have some buckets, and then I also have a bin of free manure. And no, it's not aged. There's definitely fresh manure in here too. But that doesn't bother me. My garden is going to love it. It is not going in the vegetable garden. Well, a little bit might. Most of it is actually going in the landscape. I have a whole makeover happening in my garden, as well as new garden boxes being created. So there will be tons of places to put my manure, and I'm actually going to get more. I went to the farm, I filled my car and my buckets, and I told her that I would love more. The pile was massive, but I didn't have space, so probably gonna go back tomorrow and get a little bit more. It was so lovely going to the horse farm. I haven't been on a horse farm in so many years. I used to ride horses when I was a child, and it was so delightful. I did see the horse. I didn't ride it, I didn't pet it, but it was nice being in the environment. And the smell smells so good in my garden, in my car, the aroma, oh my god. I was so taken to warm memories of riding horses, cleaning stalls, and I just had the best morning going to that little horse farm. Hello, Leonardo. Welcome. Just sharing my experience of collecting some free manure this morning. It just made my morning for my garden. I'm giving my garden a makeover, and I got some free manure on a horse farm today, and it was so delightful. I'll show you my stash right here. And no, it's not all aged manure. There's definitely fresh manure in here, but that's okay. I'm giving my garden a full makeover right now, and a lot of this is going into the landscape. It's going to be mixed into the existing soil to create some awesome nutrition for the plants. I might put a little bit into the vegetable garden, not over here, probably over here. Let it sit for the winter, but most of it is going in the landscape. And it was free, which is super awesome. It smells so good. If you've never been on a horse farm, I guess everyone has their preferences, but horse manure, I'm telling you, it is delightful. Cow manure doesn't smell good, but horse manure, oh my god, it is just, oh, it gives me a warm and fuzzy feeling. That might be weird to some people, but I love it. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Nishad Raj. Leonardo, thank you for joining me on my morning here on Vancouver Island. I just had to jump on and share my lovely experience at the horse farm. And I'll share one more little bit of my story from this morning. So I go to the farm, I pull in, and I see the lady outside. And then it's one of those weird experiences where I swear she was me in the future, like in 10 to more like 15 years from now, is like if that was the version of myself, it was like looking into the future. She looked exactly like me. She had almost the same jacket, same color, same hairstyle. Okay, her hair had some gray in it. I'm not gonna lie, there was a fair bit of gray. But if I was like visioning myself in the future, that's what I looked like. It was kind of very weird. I had an experience like that about 15, 20 years ago. No, I was in my early 20s. I'm not good at math, but when I had health problems and I was running down to the waterfront, I was wearing this workout outfit and I saw this runner ahead of me that looked just like me in like 10 years older. I'll never forget it. It was the weirdest experience. And it was just like that. It was the exact same kind of experience of like visioning myself in like 10 to 15 years. So weird, but in a good way, kind of. Very, very strange. But anyways, she was super sweet, super kind, and it was just lovely. It was the most beautiful morning at this horse farm. Spirit in the sky. It was so weird, but kind of neat at the same time. Like one of those really experiences that just makes you go, that was strange, makes you think, probably going to remember it for a very, very long time. But anyways, that was my morning, and I'm so excited to be spreading manure. I'm also thinking about getting some seaweed and mixing it in to my manure concoction. I think this is going to be the most epic soil for all of my shrubs. I will give you a little bit of a... I didn't do a garden tour this week, but I did a little bit of planting, so I'll just show you what I planted this week. It's not going to be a long live stream. I just wanted to share my manure story. So right over here, I planted a few roses this week. This is a shrub rose called Winnipeg Parks, and this is what it looks like, assuming that the tag is accurate and it wasn't mislabeled. And over here, I have another rose I planted this week. This is Morden Blush. Super excited to see these flowers. And right over here, I planted one more rose this week. A Floribunda called Europeania. And this one just looks absolutely delightful. Probably great for bouquets. So that was my manure story. I'll show you one more part of my manure little collecting challenge that I faced. Right here, this bin, I sacrificed some of my moving bins, one actually, for manure. And the sad thing was, I could have doubled the manure in here. I tried to, but the problem was I couldn't lift it. I literally couldn't move it even a millimeter. It was so heavy. I had to scoop a lot of manure out in order to be Hercules and put it into my vehicle. So that was a little sad and disappointing, but I am most likely going back to the farm tomorrow. So I am so excited to get a whole nother carload of manure. So yeah, and I can smell it, like no joke. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put my nose right in here. Maybe, I don't know if you can see. I don't even need to, but like literally it smells so good. Like such a warm and fuzzy feeling when I smell horse manure. It is just the best smell. And I wanted to share that with you. So thank you so much for joining me. I didn't want this to be a long live stream. I haven't done any on my new property yet, but I couldn't not share my excitement for this manure. I hope you guys are having a lovely December. It's pretty mild on Vancouver Island right now. It's about 5 degrees this morning, going up to 7 or 8 degrees Celsius a little bit later in the day, and I am going to spread manure around my garden. Maybe we'll get a garden tour in soon, but I am actually collaborating with a company right now, and we're just having some technical problems, so that video will be up soon. They might even be watching right now, I don't know. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and we will see you probably in a couple days in a new video. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.